Alright, today we're going to be doing something completely new, but it's using stuff that you already should know. It's called solving systems of equations, and we're going to use the substitution method to solve systems of equations. Now these equations are linear equations, so they're y equals mx plus b, or they're standard form ax plus by equals c. But we're going to use that to solve, we're going to use systems, and we're going to use the substitution method to get our answers. So the steps to find your answer. You pick one variable to solve for. Once you solve for that, you're going to substitute that variable into the other equation. Then you're going to plug that answer back into the equations to solve for missing variable. Just go ahead and write these steps. I know they don't mean anything to you right now because it's brand new. But when we do these examples, you're going to refer back to these 3 steps to help you answer the questions. Okay? So our first example. And it's a lot to look at first, but I'm going to take you down the steps, and then hopefully by the end you understand what's going on. This is our problem. We have x plus y equal to 8, and then we have 3x minus 2y equal to 4. Now both of these are in standard form. They're not slope-intercept form. They're not y equals mx plus b. They're in standard form. Okay, we're going to use the substitution method to solve for both x and y. Okay, so it may seem like a lot right now, but I promise if you break it down in the steps, it'll be easy to follow through. So first step, if you refer back to those first 3 steps, we're going to pick a variable. So I'm going to take the top equation because there's no numbers, there's no coefficients here, it's going to be easy to work with. I have x plus y equal to 8, so I pick that. I'm going to pick x. I'm going to solve for x, so I need to get everything away from that x variable in order to solve for it. Okay? So if I have x plus y, I need to get rid of this y. Subtract y from both sides. Now I can't do 8 minus y because one's a number, one's a variable. So when I subtract 8 minus y, I'm just going to rewrite them side by side. So I have x equals negative y plus 8. That's what I wanted. I wanted to solve for one letter. So now that I have one letter, my second step is to substitute that one letter, whatever it was equal to, into the other part of the equation. So I have negative y plus 8 was equal to x. The other part was 3x minus 2y equal to 4. So if I have an x right here, I'm going to substitute what I solved for here and plug it in. So now I have 3 times. Normally at the beginning there was an x here, but now I know what x is. X is this. So I'm taking this, substituting it in where the x is. 3 times negative y plus 8 minus 2y equal to 4. You distribute your 3 to get negative 3y plus 24 minus 2y equal to 4. Combine like terms, negative 3y plus negative 2y to get negative 5y plus 24, because there's nothing I can combine there. And it's still all equal to 4. Then I'm going to solve for y. Now I have one variable. I should have one variable throughout this whole process. I have one variable to solve for, that is y. So I subtract 24. Then I'm going to divide by negative 5 on both sides. When I subtract 24 over here, 4 minus 24 is negative 20. Then I'm going to divide by negative 5 on both sides. When I divide by negative 5, I get y equal to 4. Okay, so I know my y is equal to 4. Now the third step, that's the hardest step. That's all the work that you need to do. The third step is easy because you've already solved for x. You don't know what the actual number is. You don't have a value for it, but you know x is equal to negative, the opposite of y plus 8. So I'm going to take this 4 that I know is y, and I'm going to plug it back in. So I rewrote x equals negative y plus 8. I'm going to take that 4 and plug it in to y. So the opposite of y, 4 plus 8. Well, negative 4 plus 8 is also 4. So my answer is an ordered pair. It's a coordinate. It's 4, 4. My x was a 4, and the y value that I got was also a 4. So that is my answer to this system. And I can check it by plugging in, okay, x was 4, y was 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Makes sense. Okay, so I know I solved my system correctly because when I plugged it back in, I got 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So it worked. Okay, so that's how you solve. You use those 3 steps. Pick a letter, solve for it, substitute it in, do all the math, do the work, do the math work, and then plug it back in to get your other answer, and then you have your ordered pair. Yes, it may seem like a lot of work, but that's what it takes. Okay? This is Math 1. You're in 9th grade. It's time to pick it up. Okay? Second step, or second example. Now we have negative 2x plus 3y equal to 17, and we have 2x plus y equal to 3. Again, they're both written in standard form. They're not written in y-intercept form. If it's already written in y-intercept form, it's going to be easier, but we don't have that. So first step, you pick a variable. So I'm going to pick y. There's no coefficient. If I look at this, both of these, I find out that, okay, this doesn't have a coefficient. It doesn't have a number in front of it. It's going to be easy to solve for that y. So I'm going to pick that over here. I subtract everything away from this y. So I subtract 2x on both sides. When I do that, 3 minus 2x, I can't do that because there's an x with this 2. So when I do 3 minus 2x, I just rewrite it, negative 2x plus 3. That's equal to y, which is what I wanted. I solved for one letter. That was y. Step 2, substitute. Take everything you just solved for, which was y, and we're going to substitute it wherever we saw y in the other equation. So I had a y right here with my 3. I plugged everything that I solved for into that y spot. If I look back to the original equation, there was a 3y. So I'm going to take that y, plug it in.
Please report to the front office.
So negative 2x plus 3 times negative 2x plus 3 equal to 17. Distribute. When I distribute, I get negative 2x plus negative 6. 3 times negative 2. This is just where mental math, the stuff we've been practicing, will come into play. 3 times 3 is 9 equal to 17. Combine like terms, negative 8x plus 9 equal to 17. Subtract 9, I'm solving for x now. Once I get all this set up, I'm solving for the one letter I have. Subtract 9 from both sides, you get negative 8x equal to 8. And then when I divide by negative 8 on both sides, I get x equal to negative 1. Okay, so I got one letter, I got half of my ordered pair. Now I need to plug this back into what I've already solved for, which was y. I need to find out what the number is for y. So step 3, plug back in. You take that negative 1 for the x, and we're going to plug it in. So negative 2 times negative 1 plus 3. 2 times, or negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, and then I got my ordered pair. So my ordered pair was negative 1 comma 5. That's the system, that's a solution to this system. That's just one solution to this system, because there is an equation, a system of equations. When we get to inequalities, we'll have infinite, or not infinite, but we would have infinite a number of solutions, because you have greater than or less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. This was just one solution because you have equations here. Okay, so that is example number 2. Example number 3 is blank, because you're going to do this one on your own. Looking back to the previous 2 examples, yes, there's a lot of work. That's why I'm not letting you do a whole lot of them in the notes. There's 2 examples that you can refer back to, and you have all 3 steps from the first slide. This is your equation. I suggest you use this equation right here and solve for x. That's just what I would do. Okay? So to pick a variable, I just helped you out. I would pick x and solve for x here. Then substitute whatever you get into the other equation and plug that back in to get your y. And that's what I would do to solve for this system of equations. So you're going to do that right now. Make sure you show me each of your 3 steps. That way it's easy for me to go back in your work and see where you messed up. If you have a question, it's easy for me or Mr. Posey to go around and see what you have done. Okay, so make sure you get this one done. If you're doing the notes at home, if we're doing them in class, get them done right now.